All right, let's don't waste any time at all. Let's get right into it. Roseanne Barr and Tom Arnold. It's great.
Wow.
They're nice.
Aren't they?
Chairs
They're fabulous.
You like the chairs?
How you doing, Eddie?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm fine.
So we don't hear much about you guys these days.
No,
Yeah,
we've been trying to keep a low profile for the summer, you know.
Yeah, so then when the
Just
show
so
starts.
When the show starts, you'll do some stuff.
We'll do some, well, you know, PM Magazine, we're going to do that when the show starts. And,
Stop.
Yeah.
What were you both like as kids? Tom, I mean, you grew up in Ottumwa, Iowa.
That's right. Yeah.
Somebody's here from town.
Are you from Ottumwa?
I'm from Dubuque,
Oh, well. You gotta be
I
from
think
Ottumwa.
we both were kind of geeks.
Yeah, I felt like an outcast, you know, and I was in trouble a lot in school, and my teachers would write notes to my parents. What's wrong, honey?
Is
Is it
okay. We can get wardrobe to help if you
No,
want.
it's
right.
fine now.
Okay, all right.
So if the button could pop, somebody could lose an eye. You know, then America would really hate us, you know.
No, tell about how
Okay.
you're the oldest of 7.
I'm the oldest of 7 kids, you know, and, you know, the oldest kid is always like the test. You know, the parents experiment on
Yeah.
different punishments and stuff, and, you know, should we do the electric shock, then have him stand in the corner? You know, they try a lot of different things. The other kids, you know, it's easy. But, you know, my teachers would write notes to my parents, this guy's worthless and stuff. Seriously, you know, I'm in 2nd grade.
Really?
No.
He kept it. It's like Tom will never, you know, he's worthless. You know, there are teachers like that. Which...
And then my parents sent notes back, we agree. You know, so. So, what were you like, honey?
I was really a geek. I was a major geek. Like I all the time, I spent my whole life pretending like I was on in the movies and TV. Like everywhere I went, I had these imaginary cameras filming me and that's all I lived in that world. And I mean, I suppose it's like, you know that movie Being There with Peter Sellers?
Oh, one of my favorites.
I feel like that's really like my life because like this is all I ever could do, you know.
This is something that you
Just
thought
being
about.
a star is all.
Just all you ever wanted to do. Gee,
Yeah.
dreams do come
Yeah.
true.
They do come true, don't they?
Dreams do come true, and sometimes they turn into nightmares. But you know,
You know, it's almost as if we're skirting an issue here,
Yeah.
but we'll get to that
Oh,
someday.
okay.
yeah.
You're doing stand-up together now.
Yeah.
Well, we don't do it together.
We do it we go on the road together. We do it, I go on, then she goes on.
Yeah,
We do our own-
We always did that for like 7 years. You know, we were friends.
That's
and
how
worked
we
in
met,
comedy
yeah.
clubs together.
And you went out and you were working the clubs. And,
Yeah, well, we travel
Yeah.
all over. Then, you know, just because we like each other so much, you know, we'd travel, and she'd be doing it on a tour, and then I'd go with her, and we'd travel and do shows around the country, and it kept us in touch with each other. Then we started writing stuff together, you know, over the years, and
I've seen some of the
Now
stuff
we're
you've written
married.
now we're
together.
married.
You got married pretty fast, though. I mean, it seems like you weren't dating that long.
Well, we were like best friends for like 6 years.
Yeah.
And then a year of this other thing, and then we got
Yeah.
married. I don't know what you call it, but going into you know, having, you know,
I know.
you know.
I know.
We want to be
Sexual
careful because
relationship.
we thought we.
Hi. Hey, there's the girl that does the food on my show. It's Anna.
Yeah, she's a busy girl, isn't she?
She does the food on your
Yeah.
show?
Yeah,
This year we gotta have like all diet food though.
absolutely. She's mad because a couple people got fat last year. You know, so. I'm kidding.
Okay.
All right, okay.
Hi.
I love you. You are very demonstrative with each other, though. That's so nice to see. I mean, so many husbands.
We don't think we are, but that's how people are where we come from. But out here, they're just like, people are some kind of other mutant out here, man. They don't do it like we do it. Because when you have big families, I mean, I think you just touch a lot and stuff. But out here, people, did your family touch a lot?
Yeah. Put their hands all over you. It's like one big giant family reunion all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
But I guess people on TV or something, you're supposed to be more glamorous.
I think it's a good thing too, because it's really fun. It's fun, and we were friends. We touched, but we never
touched each other when we were friends.
We punched each
so
other.
we're probably making up for it, because when we were friends, like I've talked about, for 6 years, it was like this. You know, if we hadn't seen each other for 6 months,
we'd go like this.
Hi,
hey,
Tom.
how you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
So now, now it's like we're probably making up for all
we
that.
still do this. How you doing? How you doing? But she can punch. This woman here can just.
Well, you taught me.
I taught her how. I taught her and all the kids.
This is my son. My son's kind of, when Tom moved in like a year ago, my son was kind of afraid of things. And, you know, Tom kind of took him aside and showed him how to, like, do guy things. And, like, one time, he may have gone a little too far, because one time I walked by the room where Tom was, teaching him, like, how to take off your shirt outside, play tennis, do guy things, play football. So he's telling my son, I walked by and he's like this, here's what I heard, I swear. You know, Jake, the sweetest sound in the world is the sound of your fist hitting another guy.
Now that's advice.
But he's protecting you, isn't he?
Yeah, he does.
You know, I had William Shatner on last night, and it reminded me. I wanted to ask you a question. If at what time in your life have you wanted to say, "Scotty, beam me up"?
I'll give you 2 guesses. For real.
I'm guessing you're saying about 3 notes into the song.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that just a little bit, and also get into little Rosie, because she's such a hot little thing coming up.
Great.
All right, we'll be right back with Roseanne Barr and Tom Arnold. Stay here, heating up into the night. Here we are with Roseanne Barr and Tom Arnold, and first of all, I wanted to get into this.
No.
We will talk about it, I swear to God. But remember what you said, Rick, that you said if we came on, you would do your Bob Hope thing, so you have to do it.
He does a great Bob Hope thing.
Oh, man. You really want me to do Bob Hope?
You gotta do it.
It's not the greatest. It's just his attitude, though, because I'm the biggest fan of Bob Hope. And what happens is that I've played at a golf course where I see Bob Hope coming up the 9th fairway a lot of times, and he's got his best friend in the entire world is a guy named Jack Hennessy, and Jack is worth zillions, and is Bob's best friend. But Bob is almost 90. He's losing a little bit of his hearing, but he's still cognizant, obviously, of everything that goes on. But Jack gets right up in his ear and goes, they're coming down the fairway in the golf cart, and he goes, Rick Dees, Bob TV, Bob TV, Bob Rick Dees, Bob Rick Dees, Bob TV, Bob TV, Bob. Hey, Rick, how's that TV, huh? Yeah. Dolores, Bob, wife, Bob. Hey, Dolores, how's that wife, huh? Yeah. Marvelous, yeah. I love that little Rosie, yeah. And,
Okay.
So,
Bob won't be on the show, will he?
no, I want him to be on the show.
No, I'm kidding.
I want
That's
him to
great.
be in my Hanukkah special, too, Bob Hope. I love Bob Hope. I want him to be on there
He's doing a Hanukkah special.
next
Who
year.
is your favorite comedian? Who is your favorite? If I had to ask you, Tom, who's the funniest person you?
Well, obviously, I think my wife, but besides the people, I like Jonathan Winters and Richard Pryor.
Aren't they great?
They're good.
Jonathan Winters.
They're great. Jonathan Winters. That's a guy that it just seems should have been bigger than he was.
Jonathan Winters is like
he's
the
huge,
greatest mind in the whole world.
All time.
Jeez, it's unbelievable. He's
He's
just
like
so...
people love Robin Williams, but Jonathan Winters is 10 times what Robin Williams. I'm not putting
Robin
down Robin
No,
Williams.
I know you're not. No,
We
and
love
Robin
Williams,
would
but-
say,
But
Jonathan
I mean,
is
Jonathan Winters does a whole movie, right? All by himself, all the characters.
He just goes off
That's
into
part
it.
of his act, yeah. It's
You know what? He's a big fan of my wife's, and he calls our answering machine all the time.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, he went on as some weird person the other day, was getting his arm hairs singed from a UFO and everything. And then we saw him, and I swear, we saw him sitting out on on his porch at his home in the valley about 3 months ago, and he was just sitting there. And Julie walked by, and I walked by, and we said, "Hi, Jonathan." And he was just sitting there rocking back and forth. He said, "I don't drink, I don't smoke." Thousands of them, what are they? Oh, God.
It's unbelievable.
He is so great.
He just right off the top of his head.
Well, we love him, and, we say hi to him because we love him.
Yeah,
well, we've beat around the bush enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, there's the guy that takes pictures on my show. Hi.
Hey,
How you doing?
How you doing?
Sure. What?
I saw the tape.
I'm not a good singer, and I should never have sang it.
Oh, well, now wait a minute. No, I disagree, quite frankly.
Tom?
I think she should be able to sing it whenever and wherever she wants.
Well, I will. Oh, that's nice of you.
I do.
Well, it's kind of hard, I thank you all, but, it is kind of a little bit of a, it takes your confidence down a little when the President of the United States says your act sucks.
Yeah, but...
No way. No way.
But Barbara Bush... I don't know if you...
Barbara Bush, she stuck up for me, and I like her a lot better than her husband now. And, now, because I want to tell you. Oh, wait. Here's what Barbara Bush said. This is so awesome, okay? She says, she goes, well, Roseanne is a very brave woman, which is so nice of her to say.
And very true. She is a very brave woman.
But I want to say, and that's cool, because I really like Barbara Bush, so I want to tell you, I stuck up for her, too, because, when the women didn't want Mrs. Bush to go over there to their college and talk to them, remember that?
Wellesley.
Yes, I do, yeah.
I was so mad because because they says, on account of her husband's the president or something like that.
And then she didn't make it herself in life.
Yeah, that kind of crap. And I got really mad at them young women because I thought, well, I just don't like them young women that think that when they're going to get out there in the world that, that the world's just going to hand them, I don't know, what do they think? What are they thinking, I'm going, they're going to be 60 years old with gray hair and pop eyes, and they're going to be praying their husband was the president of anything.
Yeah.
Only Roseanne.
Even talk...
a Taco Bell or something,
Yeah, that'd be
they would die for their husband to be president of a Taco Bell.
Yeah.
So I like Mrs. Bush, and I thought it was real nice of her to stick up for me because not a lot of people did.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
She went through a lot of stuff when he first came president about her, people, of course, people in Hollywood criticizing the way she looks.
Too bad she's not president, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good happen. Good happen.
Wouldn't that be great to have Mrs. Bush, or a woman president would be awesome.
Absolutely.
Okay, enough about that.
Isn't it awesome though, just to at least to have the president say anything about you?
Yeah, especially when
It's a compliment.
George Bush.
Yeah.
No, but when you think about that, that's a concept.
I mean, he should talk about his own family matters,
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyways, I just I'm sorry for everyone whose feelings got hurt over what I did.
Well, I'm glad you got a chance to say that.
I'm glad I did too.
And Little Rosie, this was all of your idea to have a children's show.
Yeah.
It's going to be on ABC this year.
Yeah, cartoon on Saturday.
Can we get a shot? Look at.
Yeah, that's me when I'm little.
You look pretty good size there.
Well, I'm only 9 years old there.
It's about your childhood.
9 years old. Well, I think it's about everybody's childhood, or hopefully it will be, about imagination and determination when you're a kid. Maybe we don't have a lot of money and stuff, but you can invent stuff in your head, or maybe you don't have toys that have 80,000 parts to them, but you got a block and you got your brain, and it's about that. It's about the stuff you can make up. And
you know how they have Transformers now that are one thing and they turn into another?
Right.
Well, kids can do that in their own mind, and take a block and make it into a car.
That's what I said.
I know, but I had to.
I love you.
There's kind of a Peanuts quality to it too, which is
Kind of Peanuts quality?
the Schultz Peanuts quality to the strip, which is a compliment really, because that's been on for years and years, if you will recall.
I hope, I knew there were I heard there was a lot of children that were fans of the show, and So this was like, I thought, you know, you could do more stuff. Like, for instance, she can fly and stuff. You know, like I can't do that on TV, but like she could be able to fly. You know, like kids think.
Well, your career is flying, and so is yours, Tommy. And together, I've seen you say you love each other 2 times already in the last 3 minutes. So I mean, that's got to make you feel good.
Want to hear about the first? Oh.
What did you say? What did you say?
Never mind.
What did you say, honey?
No, please.
I didn't know what he was going to say yet.
No, want to hear about the what? I'm sorry.
Nothing.
About the time we were in Toronto?
No, don't.
I'll tell that. Can I tell it? Do you have time, Rick? I thought this is so cute. When we were friends, here's the kind of stuff we did as friends. You know, we're just best friends. One time we're up in Toronto and we're doing a show, and then after the show, we had never been, believe it or not, this is like 4 years ago, we'd never been to an adult bookstore or one of those, you know, one of those places where they have movies in the booths, you know, and except we're at Rick's house. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, so I'm kidding. So we went to this place, and it was kind of a sleazy place. We walk in there, and we go, well, we really don't know. What do you do here? How do you watch these movies?
Actually, I said I wanted you to go with me because I never would dare go to any of those places alone, you know. So that's why I asked you.
So she made me go, drug me in there.
So we went to this place, you know, and we asked, should I tell the...
Yeah, tell the whole thing.
Okay, so we go, and I don't know why I'm telling it, but oh well.
Go ahead.
So then we go to this guy, and we go, what do you do? And he goes, well, I recommend you go in booth 7.
Yeah.
So we go, okay, so we go in there and everything, and
they're small. The booths are really small.
The booth's about like this big.
It's kind of a one-guy booth.
One-guy booth.
Right.
We can't get out.
We went in there, yeah. And you know, we were in there. We're stuck in there, and the door opens inward, and we're pounding on the door,
out, you know?
and it'll make a lot of noise.
Like he goes and stands up on the seat so that I could try to go around, and the door opens in, and we're banging it on the just like in the sweat and everything. It took us about 10 minutes to get out of there, and we were like laughing because it was just so ridiculous. And then when we came out, the guy goes.
Roseanne Barr, Tom Arnold. Let's get the Wall of Fame over here. They're dying to say hi to you.